Welcome to Ask a Puppy Trainer Show. This is where we answer all of your questions about puppyhood. I'm Bethany.
And I'm Sparky from the Puppy Academy. We're excited you're here. And now, let's get to the show. Alrighty guys, so obviously there's no one on screen, but we have something special for you guys today. Our big 200 episode. Woo! Bethany's so embarrassed by this right now, she doesn't want to show her face. Alright, that's it. That's it. That's it. Now we're back. Okay. That was fun.
Woo!
I enjoyed that.
That was amazing.
Bethany was so excited to do that.
That was so amazing.
Bethany even bought the balloons and everything.
All I could think is that we really should have planned music. I mean, that's really, we really should have planned music, yeah.
Oh, Miss Suggestion over here.
Hello, aren't you adorable?
We have one of our new guys here today.
Who is this?
Wingman.
Wingman?
Yeah.
No, that's adorable. Oh my goodness. That's so cute, Wingman. That's adorable.
He's
I mean,
cool
really cute.
He's
Yeah,
a
we
cool
need
guy.
to scoot over a bit. There you go.
You want to move the whole couch?
You're good.
Okay.
I think we're fine.
Welcome, everyone, to Ask a Puppy Trainer Show episode
200, as you could see.
Should I get the balloons again?
Yes, go ahead. You go over there. You get the balloons together. I'll answer
And
questions.
you're going to take the whole couch? Okay, gotcha. Sounds good. Sounds good.
How do you get the fireworks?
Oh, we got to do this one.
Is that what it is?
This is fireworks.
Fireworks! Yay! We got fireworks. What's that? I don't know what that was on Instagram.
I think Instagram took a picture from my book and had a seizure.
Yeah. If anybody knows, how to do something fun on Tickety Talk, could go right ahead. All right, Wingman, what do you think? This is your first day, and you're getting spoiled.
It's broken. It is so broken.
No,
right
it's
now.
something different. Like,
Okay.
I don't know. We're trying to make Instagram do stuff, and we don't know what we're doing. I have no idea.
Half the times we do it, it's on accident.
But 200, how cool is that? Seriously. We show up. We are consistent. We care. That's what it says.
We do care.
That's what it says to you guys. All right. We care. We care.
It was literally you saying we care.
That was my feedback. Okay, so we're pulling up Instagram and TikTok. So if you guys have questions, please put them in the comments below. We would love to know the age and breed of your dog, and we do prioritize you guys that show up. And so ask away, but we will start with some that were sent in until you guys get going. All right, Wingman, what do you think? What do we got? You see we have a quick
two
one?
honestly, these are easy because we also answered them last week. From Ginny Capozio, 14-week-old poodle, Chihuahua cross, waking 5 a.m. for toilet. What time, no food/water from? Bethany will always say 3 hours before bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably agree with her on that one.
Yeah, I mean, you have to adjust it. Depends on the puppy. And if, you play fetch with them or something like that, just give them a piece of ice. They'll be fine. Yeah.
Also, the amount of water you're given could be a little too much. We don't let dogs drink until they're full. Most dogs are gluttonous with their drinking habits and they will drink in excess. Mm-hmm. That makes them have to potty at 2 a.m. even if you do wait 3 hours before bed.
Yeah.
So our suggestion for that one is half cup of water for every 30 pounds of body weight every 2 to 3 hours. And you can Google that, find it, no problem.
I have to say though, 14-week-old poodle Chihuahua getting up at 5 a.m. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Going to bed at 10:30, 11, you're getting 6 hours. That's pretty good.
Yeah. I want to address JSATS 11. The question you asked about the 8-month-old biting. Half of our show last week felt like it was on biting. Mm-hmm. So if you want to check out the replay on YouTube, on the Puppy Academy YouTube channel, and just check out last week, and it goes over a few.
Yeah, it was intricate.
Because it was like 2 or 3 biting questions we went over. Okay, Megan Marabella, oh, that's a pretty name, says 8-week-old Cavapoo. This is a Cavalier. Just so half of your dog. I have half of your dog right now. Just came home yesterday. She's crying a lot in crate and in playpen. Is it best to ignore her? Is it bad to go and put your hand in the crate when crying? Yes.
It's you're coddling when you do that, but you're also rewarding the current emotion she feels, which is anxiety.
It's confusing. Yeah. If to a human, especially like to a mama, it makes it feel like you're comforting. But what ends up happening is it's just makes it confusing. I do think the dog should be with you, like in the bedroom at night when you're sleeping. I do believe that. I don't think we should just remove them completely. It can be a hard crossover. Usually the more firm you are, for most puppies, chill out everybody, I know there's exceptions, the better. As far as, usually just letting them cry it out. I would make sure that the dog has adequate exercise, when they're outside of crate and they're already pausing in crate from day one. You don't let them out, till they pause. But don't be doing like this half the day or your puppy will never be okay being alone.
We would never cuddle a puppy like this before putting them in the crate and right when they come out of the crate. Yeah. This is earned. This is earned affection. This dog also just did 30 minutes of training and a walk. So she's earned her affection. We're just rewarding it now. Mm-hmm. And then the minute you see Bethany start getting licking at the hands, nibbling at the hands, you'll see her completely change the way she's petting this dog too. So just kind of watch her. If there's ever a point where she's not petting, that's probably why.
That's why, yeah. I just really watch the emotion when the dog is out of crate. And I would try to ride it out. Playpen might be a bit too hard right now. So maybe only use playpen when you're like in there doing some training, if it's big enough. Playpen might just be too hard in the beginning. I think it usually is for most puppies.
Because they're seeing you from 10 feet away. They don't have access to you.
Yeah.
And most time it's hard to train a puppy for more than 10, 12, 15 minutes. Enough to actually fully exhaust them to be able to sleep in that playpen on their bed while watching you. So yeah, it might be harder in the beginning. As they get more used to training and their brain kind of grows a little bit, you'll get longer sessions and you'll be able to double stack if you are struggling a bit more with that crate or the playpen.
We do a rotation where it's, they come out of crate, they go potty, they get work time, play time, and then they get their supervised separation, which is what playpen is. And so that might help as well. I know it's a brand new puppy and you're just figuring things out, but just kind of wanted to give you that little idea. And if it's still really bad in a week, come back next week and we'll kind of layer on, more to it. So. Oh yeah.
Oh, now you gotta say it now. She looked at you.
It kind of sounds like the perfect.
She looked at you.
If you want something that's much more in depth as far as an actual program to follow, my boss just reminded me.
We have this spectacular online program
this thing that we do, on the side, and it's an entire school for y'all online. So anyway, you can go to the puppyacademy.com and you can check that out. I would advise, being on a program for any puppy right away, especially if you're new to having a dog.
I want to point something out. So that dog tried to get away from Bethany. I know you all saw it. We brushed right over it. So this dog is trying to get away, trying to escape. But Bethany is restricting the dog,
harsh.
holding on. Let me finish. But no, it's true. It's exactly what we're doing. We are restricting movement. We are keeping Wingman here. And the reason for that is in about a minute, she's going to give that dog to our boss to take and put back in the crate. But the reason she's not letting him just choose when he gets up is because it's through frustration. He's bored. He's getting a little bit frustrated. He's trying to break away from the hold. We do a short pause. He eventually kind of, okay, I guess I'm here for a bit longer. And then when we get that acceptance, that's when we move him back to the crate. So it doesn't feel like our dog can paw at us, push away at us, and get us to set him down. When we hold our dogs, there's for a purpose. Most time it's handling, grooming, and we're desensitizing it with food. So if you guys are struggling to do even this basic work, like what Bethany's doing, bring out some food. Take a couple meals. As your dog tries to get away and you kind of restrict a little bit, they give in. You feel that breath get released.
Relax, yeah.
Kibble. Give a little handful of kibble. You're counter conditioning dogs that don't want to be held. And obviously we're telling you also not to hold your dogs that often. This is training. This isn't just pets and cuddles and strokes of the head. This is deep pressure massage. And look how she's petting this dog.
And I was working on his feet. I just realized he doesn't like his front feet touched.
I saw that. So I'm trying to rear back.
I was just working on that. Just hold, freeze, doesn't struggle, let go, massage.
This is not easy for a young puppy.
Yeah.
They don't want to sit still. They want to move. And when they want to sit still, it's usually while they gnaw on your foot. So this is how we can condition them to settle and be calm while we hold.
We'll go ahead and give him back though, Ricky.
I had a feeling.
Yeah. You just said he tried to escape. Did not try to escape. He was just trying to say hi to you.
He was just trying to get down. I got a good one.
Okay.
From Henry the Highlander. I just like that name. Henry the Highlander. Is Highlander a breed? Or is that just literally Highlander?
No, just Highland.
Okay.
There's a Highland. There's Highland breeds.
All right. I have a 7-month-old.
Oh, does that mean you're from Scotland? Let me know. Are you from Scotland? Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
I have a 7-month-old Cavalier King Charles. Perfect. Has zero interest in food. I've tried everything.
Okay.
Honestly, Bethany does more of this stuff. I'm going to let her take this question. She builds more food drive in dogs than I do.
Well, I don't know that I would want to in a 7-month-old dog, if I'm being honest. You said 7 months?
No food drive whatsoever.
7
Zero
months?
interest.
Okay.
7-month-old Cavalier King Charles, zero food interest.
So if I have a 7-month-old, probably the only thing I'm using food for is recall, is the come command, and probably anything they might be nervous of or uncomfortable with, like grooming and stuff like that. So if that's all I'm going to be using it for at that point, for me personally, to build food drive at 7 months old, is a little on the later end for me. If there's no behavioral issues, just basic obedience, I would probably just use treats. I would probably just we have Costco, and just go get some frozen chicken, boil it up, cut it up, use a chicken breast for the week, and go into my backyard on a long lead with my dog, and just work on recall and go to the park and work on come and use food for that. And then I would also use it for any desensitizing to handling or anything like that I would need, because I'd be weaning off of it in a few months anyway. If you really want to build food drive, your dog just needs to skip a couple of meals. They will be fine. Dogs can go 2 to 3 days without eating. No problem. It's not that you're not feeding them. You're offering it to them. They're just like...
For come, for sit,
like, yeah.
for down, for stay, for place. You're
Yeah,
trying
for
to work
everything
them
else.
for it.
If you want to. And as long as your dog is a healthy weight, that's what you would do. It's not about trying all kinds of different foods. It's about having a hungry dog. Just initially, you don't do it. This is not SeaWorld. We don't starve them every day so they perform. It's just initially, to like get over
We
the
technically
hump.
don't starve them at all. We give the opportunity to eat. They just kind of choose not to because they don't want to work for the food.
Yeah.
The value's too
They're
low
not
still.
hungry. They're not hungry
As
enough.
they get hungry, the value in the food rises.
Yeah.
They start working for food, but we've offered it every single
Every
meal
time, all of
for
it.
work.
Yeah.
It's a trade.
And then when they don't want it anymore, it's like, okay, we'll just wait for the next meal. And people get a little anxious about that because sometimes a 7-8-month-old dog will skip eating an entire day.
My dog skipped 6 days one time, and not because we weren't offering it. She just would skip meals for 6 days, probably every couple of years.
Your dog is
she's
a
part wolf. She's
different
weird.
example.
Yeah.
But
She's a little
sometimes
bit more primal. But I've seen Huskies do it.
Huskies, yeah.
And I've seen Huskies are the only ones. That's the only breed I've seen skip food almost to starvation.
that's why I usually say about 3 days, because a vet will typically tell you 3 days you need to come in and let us look at your dog. And so, especially because Huskies can really hold out, and some of their other primal breeds, I always say like 3 days max and then figure something out. But yeah, so that would be my suggestion for you. Okay. And you can, if you have any follow up to that, because I want to know where you're from. Feel free to jump in.
The school I take him to has the Highlander as a mascot.
Cool.
I like it.
Cool,
I like
cool.
it.
All right. Aiden Blair says, I need some help. I have a 6-month-old golden retriever who I'm crate training. We've got no issue with him going in there and sleeping, but every morning at 5:30 a.m., he wakes up and barks. Aiden, what time do you go to bed? Because that matters. That matters. What
What's
time?
the age?
6-month-old golden retriever. What time do you put your dog? Not you go to bed, but maybe.
What
when
time
you,
is the last potty he gets before he stays in the crate for the rest of the night?
So when you put him in crate, and then when do you go to bed as well? So if you could
We
just
want to know his last potty.
Yeah.
And when he's in the crate before he comes out.
Yeah. Let's see. Sparking Adventures says, you guys are awesome. Doing so much better with crate time. I'm so glad. Awesome. You know, when I first looked at this, I thought it said Sparky, and I thought you commented that we're doing awesome. I kid you not.
Spark.
That might be Spark.
Look at the little doggy.
That's Spark.
Hi, Spark.
Yeah,
Hi,
go Spark. We have a dog that's at our school that's named Spark, and Sparky trains Spark.
And you will now follow me on Instagram.
Spark works.
Yes. Megan says, yes, I'm registered in the online school. Thank you. Okay, awesome. Then we'll see you there. Just a reminder, in our online school, every Wednesday, we do one-on-one Zooms with our client base.
4 p.m. Pacific time.
And so you can, if you can't be there, you can always email us information, and we will still, that replay will show up, in the school. So you could still get a little bit, a lot more one-on-one attention from us once you dig into the program a little bit. Okay, cool. Let's see. I think I got a follow-up. Oh yeah, Aiden says, so this is the dog, the 6-month-old golden retriever, up at 5:30 a.m. He usually goes to bed at 22:30.
Oh crap.
Do you know what
22:30 military time to Pacific time.
It's 12, right? Isn't it 12 hours ahead?
Yeah, stop talking so Siri can do it.
Excuse me? Siri? She could probably just answer us faster. Oh, no, not my Siri. Go away.
What was it, 22:30?
Aiden, come on. Seriously, what time is that?
It's like, how do we screw with the dog trainers?
Seriously, I'm from a military family. They'd be ashamed of me right now. But can you just?
Isn't it 10:30? 22:30?
I don't know. I thought it was 12. 10:30 p.m. Thank you, Aiden. Seriously, you're just trying to make us look bad over here. All right.
We look so bad.
My family,
uneducated whelps.
My family is so ashamed of me right now. It's not even funny.
My dad's laughing at me.
Okay. Goes to bed 10:30, out for potty just before going to bed. Honestly, 10:30 to 5:30 a.m. For a 6-month-old. Sorry, but
yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
that's good. You're getting almost 7 hours.
Yeah,
You're
sorry.
Getting 7 hours. Yeah.
If you do want to try to extend that a little bit more, I can give you some tips. So no water 3 hours before bed, and if you play with your dog, just give him like a piece of ice or something like that and see how he does. Just don't do anything too crazy. Then I would say make sure that it's dark in the room. So I'm assuming the dog is in with you, but not everybody does that. So if the dog is in with you, the room is dark, blah, blah, blah. Because they see any light at all. My first German Shepherd was like this. Any light creeped in, awake, and luckily he would just stare at us. When he was older and not in crate, he would just stare at us creepily, and we would open our eyes, and he'd get excited because we were up.
Because you're awake?
Yeah.
Check out the canvas crate covers. They have a couple different crate covers you can get. The towels can get pulled in if your dog is a little bit neurotic when he's going to sleep and he's getting a bit anxious overnight. Blanket, crate cover. The best one I've seen is the canvas ones. They're thicker, and the bungee strap at the bottom tightens the film so they can't get purchase on anything to pull in case you're getting that.
And when you do take him out, keep it so low key. Like throw a slip leash around him, potty, back in, shut door, cover crate,
'Cause you're going back to
bed.
after.
And so that way, that is definitely routine. He's not getting any attention or water or feeding or play, like nothing. And he's going out on leash. Keep it very structured until you can kind of get that worked out. But
Put
honestly,
your crate cover back down after.
yes, but honestly, that is pretty good. But hopefully those tips might extend you a little bit.
10:30 to 6:30 is pretty good.
Okay. Jay said, oh, no, wait. Irvi says, any tips on how to stop a 1-year-old golden retriever shagging?
You tell him, guys. You tell him. You tell him.
I push him off.
Who's he shagging? You or another dog?
This is getting explicit.
You read it, Bethany, entirely, word for word.
I'm getting uncomfortable. I push him off and leave the room. I mean, she's giving clear no signs, obviously. Sometimes the door is a little further away and he keeps launching at me. I mean, no means no. Jesus. Okay. I try getting into his sapton. I don't know what a sapton is. Since you use the term shagging, I'm guessing you're from overseas and
What's a sapton?
in the UK.
Oh, I'm
and
into
so
this now.
What's sapton?
I'm going to look it up.
You need to educate us, please.
S-A-P-D-O-N?
S-A-P-D-O-N apostrophe. So I don't think it's like a misprint or something. Patrice says, ha ha. I think she's laughing at our idiocy.
It looks like a bodysuit. You're getting up into the bodysuit?
I
sapton
try
is a
getting
bodysuit.
I try getting into his sapton. Okay.
Or it's chicken. It's either chicken or a bodysuit.
All right.
That's all I got.
Oh, space. It was a mistake. I tried getting in. So you've tried leaving.
You said shagging. You sent us for a loop.
I've tried getting into his space. It's not working, retriever. Okay. So he's humping you, right?
No. That's
Yes.
the verbiage.
What?
Shagging.
Okay. Anyway, honestly, dogs do not do this just of a sexual nature, FYI.
Tinsies, overstimulation, owning you, dominating. There's a lot of different reasons. Even frustration too sometimes.
Yeah.
We see female dogs do it to male dogs all the time.
It's excited. It's like all kinds of things. If I really get my border collie, going just excited, he'll start doing it to me. To be honest,
Can you tell them to stop working that dog and let Bethany and I work it when we're done? Thank you.
Ricky's like, what?
We have a new dog that is
Struggling.
very
Struggling.
having a really tough time.
Yeah.
We want to work with it today. Yeah.
Just volunteer me.
Yes. I did.
So for me, just to be honest, a 1-year-old golden retriever.
Told you.
I don't know if you can hear. He's like,
I'm sure they can't, but he's basically yelling at us right now.
For me, a 1-year-old is no longer a puppy, and I would genuinely just bump him off and mean it. It's not about, in the beginning, here's the thing. Yeah, you want a dog to be sensitive to your space. So you need to teach place. You need to teach place with spatial pressure, like resets, like move in and they reset themselves. But that's not going to work in this context because it's gotten to where it's gotten to. So I would do a very firm bump off with the knee. I'm just being honest. Not the throat. Stay away from that. The chest. And I would just bump into him. But here's the thing. If he's full on gripping, you need leverage for your bump off because he doesn't believe you. I'm sorry, you don't have believability. That's why you're here. And so the believability comes from either flat collar or slip leash. Just let him drag it around, supervised only. And you do pressure out and away from you. That arm has to be extended. So you move in, you bump into him, pick up leash, bump into him, and move him out and away. And you hold pressure on leash until he settles. You'll know it because you'll feel it. You'll feel him get a bit uncomfortable and he'll settle. You don't lift him off the ground. It's not necessary. That's not what this is.
It's a golden though, so he's going to be taller. She might have to flare out the hips backwards too.
Okay. So you are going to hold and with the front 2 paws still on the ground. Again, we're not crazy, I swear.
We're not trying to choke dogs.
But this
we're trying to just create a stop.
Yeah, and it's a really good way to de-escalate a situation and just take away a dog's power. So for an older puppy, adolescent dog, this is very useful. And what did you say? She might have to do...
You'll probably have to flare your hips out a little bit. So you're basically doing...
bump, move in, and then you might have to do that.
You got it.
Woo, do you like all that action? There's a lot of action happening.
Just like the bend and snap.
On episode number 200.
Yeah, we did a lot of movement. Fun.
Do you have anything to add?
I did, but I forgot what it was.
On top of that, I know, it's just, can we just split space?
It was demo.
On top of that, just what are some other moments in the day where you can just have a little bit more of a handle on what's going on that's not directly related to the shagging? Maybe thresholds, like front door, back door. Can you just open your door and your dog not go through it? Because if you have to go sit, good, piece of food, open door, sit, good, let's go. That's not what I mean. I mean, you just open the door, your dog blows through it. And they either hit the end of the leash and come back, open the door again, use your body to get in front of your dog and make them get back. Then open your body up to the side, again, close door, open door. So they start to become more sensitive to your body language. Because again, just to be really clear, this doesn't mean anything bad about your dog or not even necessarily about your relationship. My border collie has a proclivity, is that the right word for this? Has a proclivity for it. And all I got to do is bump him off and be like, out, that's enough. Playtime over, no more fun because you're a maniac. Yeah. If we're...
He gets overstimulated. Wow.
Well, we used, before Evie was born, we would wrestle.
You'd also dance with him. I've seen you dance with him before.
Well, it was a goof off, but yeah, dance. But we would wrestle and stuff like that, which would last, 2-3 minutes before he would bite too hard or start to hump me. But it was still fun, It's like
I remember what I had to say.
It's fine. Go ahead.
Pet corrector is also another option.
Yeah.
I've done that before.
You could try that for humping.
If I do pressure, I still actually like what you said about the slip lead. Mm-hmm. I would actually do the slip lead pressure first that she's talking about. Pet corrector is an interrupter, but it doesn't work when dogs are at their worst or their most intense. You need a little bit of de-escalation. So you're going to do the things she mentioned, the pressure, the release. The dog settles a little bit. He'll go back and forth with that pressure on, pressure off until he settles. When you start noticing...
By pressure on, pressure off, he means the leash.
That's my up
leash
and down.
pressure.
Leash pressure on, leash pressure off, step in, that whole thing. When you're doing that pressure, when you start noticing you're getting a quicker response to it, when your dog does the next jump, try having a pet corrector, which is basically a can of pressurized air. And it's not like an air horn. There's no...
So he's good with threshold. It's like truly though, I mean, Irby, if I don't know if that's her name, but like you walk up to the door and you don't say anything. You just throw it open and he just stands there and looks at you like, really?
We could open our door, walk away from our front door, our dogs won't come out. To us, that's thresholds.
Yeah. So it's not that I don't believe you. I just wanted to make sure that I was clear about that. You need to find some other ways then to build leverage. Maybe playstration is one of them, but read this. When he gets like that, no amount of no or place works. It's not about using place to correct him. I'm just saying teach place.
Place is a redirection.
No, well, I was just saying make sure that you teach place, and if you've taught place, you drop a toy on the ground, he gets up, you move in, and he respects your space. You have to practice him respecting your space, moving into him, and him backing off in other ways, not just the humping. That's all I'm saying.
To me, it sounds like what Bethany is saying is, right now, you don't have the ability to just do pressure and have him stop in the long run.
Yeah.
You don't have enough working relationship with your dog, and maybe you do, but I think there's more.
Other things,
So what she's saying is when you put him on place and you do that step back, that has nothing to do with the leash pressure, has nothing to do with the humping, has nothing to do with the thresholds. What kind of thresholds? It's teaching him how to give space. When you open up space and he claims it, you move in to make him back off. When you open a door and your dog takes a step through it, no, and I move in, they give us space at the difficult environment, which is the front door, because we worked our dog on place in the calm environment. Start slow, build up, and then give the bigger challenge.
Or if you've already done all that, because it kind of sounds like you've done some of it, you have your favorite guest over and you tell him to go to place and they come in, he blows place, but you're right there to block and make him get back. Tell your guest to freeze. Like work that moment so your dog is respectful of you in small, medium, high levels of excitement. And then, sorry, this is what I wanted to get to real quick. Afraid of the spray bottle, but if I don't have it on me, he still launches at me until I grab it. So that's
your spray bottle is a loaded gun.
So compare spray bottle to pet corrector and why pet corrector might be a better option.
Spray bottle is actually going to hit your dog in the face. When you're using a squirt bottle, you're creating a negative association to water, but also it's a residual feeling. That water doesn't go away. You're soaking your dog's face. That feeling stays there. How pet corrector works is it's an interrupter first, because you can do a spray up in the air and it kind of just makes a loud sound. You're using your squirt bottle as a correction tool, almost like if someone bought a prong collar and yanked their dog. That's the similarity that I'm going to create to it. The other side of what pet corrector does is you have to work a dog down a little bit. You have to use food. You have to get them to settle a bit. And then you can provide the situation that he would normally hump with. You give the pet corrector sound. You say no. You step in, and then you apply your pressure. Dog gives in quickly. Then you're getting some results. You're making progress that way. Yeah. But if you're trying to work in the most difficult possible situation and you're using pet corrector, it won't work. You would have to use squirt bottle, but you're not doing it positively. It's not balanced anymore. Yeah. It's dominance. It's negative reinforcement. You got to find a balance to that. Pet corrector is really good because it doesn't spray him in the face. You're not putting it on your body.
Noise.
It's a surprise.
Some dogs don't care about it, but it might be something to buy on Amazon and try.
I'm hoping your dog will if you can de-escalate him first.
Real quick, Jay Sats, 8-month-old, the golden retriever that bites. We did quite a bit on biting last week, which should be already on YouTube. So if you haven't seen that, check that out from last week. Now you say no amount of correction, crate, pen, verbal, nothing works. He just runs up, bites, runs away. For the next week, that dog needs to be dragging around a leash when supervised on flat collar, martingale, or slip leash. That way you can pick it up and do some pressure, calm him down. In the meantime, though, please revert back to that video from last week that, again, should be uploaded on YouTube, our most recent Q&A. And if you show up, JSATs, next week, we will prioritize this. That way we can talk back and forth with you and dive deep into what's going on with this adolescent retriever. All right, guys, we got to go. Thank you so much for being here for our 200th episode. Bye, everyone.
Thanks for tuning into Ask a Puppy Trainer Show.
We hope you found some advice that you can use to help make puppyhood a little easier.
Don't forget to join us live every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Pacific Time on Instagram or TikTok at The Puppy Academy.
This is where you can get a chance to ask your burning questions in real time. And if you want even more puppy guidance, visit our website at thepuppyacademy.com for info on joining our online puppy school.
If you enjoyed today's episode, please consider subscribing to our podcast and leaving us a review.
These reviews let more people find us and supports us on our mission to help as many puppy parents as possible around the globe.
Thanks for listening, and we'll see you in the next episode.